Hey everybody, my name's John, and I'd like to welcome you to the relaunch and introduction of my channel, BoondockNH. So, for the last 2.5 years, I've been homeless, living in my car in the US state of New Hampshire. And when I'm not working full-time or enjoying visitation with my kids, I've been exploring the towns, forests, mountains, and trails of this beautiful state. And... bastard. Anyway, I hope to explore a pretty broad range of topics with this channel. Obviously, homelessness and car life are going to be a major theme, but I'm also a lifelong lover of the outdoors, so you'll be joining me for hiking, backpacking, bushcrafting, fishing, and exploring the natural wonders and tourist destinations of this beautiful state. Hell, we'll do trout catch and cooks, we'll summit some mountains, we'll have fireside chats. But my goal isn't really to be a content creator, or even to entertain you. I want to create a contemporaneous account of my experience, and have a way to tell and preserve my story without distortion, so that one day my kids will be able to understand my situation as it is now. And although I'll be showing off my gear and posting some how-tos, I don't want to be just another middle-aged white guy doing bushcraft videos on YouTube. Like, there's already a ton of creators in that space, and I follow most of them. I watch most of them. I love all the gear reviews, and I'm into all of that stuff. But that's not what I want to make or put out there. Because honestly, it was a really difficult decision for me to start this channel. I'm naturally a self-isolating introvert with social anxiety, and I haven't really had any social media presence since AOL stopped mailing CDs to your door. And I was the script kiddie that your computer sciences teacher used to warn you about, like back in the days of AIM and MIRC and ICQ, but I bowed out of socials after the dancing baby killed MySpace, so here we are. But for the last year plus, I've been following the channel of another unhoused creator, and it's inspired me immensely. Every time he put out a video or a short, it was something I was able to relate to, often in that moment like he was speaking to me. And when I started poking around in the comments, I realized I wasn't alone. There were many other people in similar situations that were all getting support, inspiration, finding camaraderie, and being able to share their experiences and find each other through this other YouTube creator's channel and Discord. So certainly that had an impact on me. I've met a lot of really supportive people recently who've convinced me that I might have a story of my own worth sharing. And the idea's percolated in my head for a while. So, Rob, Extra Cheesy Broccoli, we're all proud of you, and I personally thank you for the inspiration that you've given me in being able to get this channel started. Now, this isn't the introduction that I want to make, but it's one I need to make, or it's never going to get made. I have done, I can't tell you how many versions of this video, how many mental edits of unwritten scripts were in my head, how many times I went out and just tried to film something in the woods, but just wasn't feeling it that day. I've been going through a lot of personal issues. We'll discuss stuff, in addition to all the outdoorsy stuff and the homeless and car life stuff. This is supposed to be like my video blog, my journal or a diary. So you're going to hear topics about mental health. You're going to hear topics about substance abuse. You're going to hear topics about other general issues that seem to trouble people in the unhoused community, as well as, strife and issues in my own personal life. It's going to be a weird, naked kind of radical honesty. And I've tried to prepare myself for that, but I don't think there's any way I can except, throw caution to the wind and do it. So here I am. And I hope you'll join me for a story or two, a trip or two. And I'd just like to let you know that there's always space around my campfire for new friends. So pull up a stump, stick around, and poke around the comments. Connect with the other people in the world. Hear their stories and share yours. Because, yeah, this channel is for me, but if I can help one other person or inspire them the way I was by another creator, then it's worth it. It's worth the feeling of self-consciousness every time I point this camera at myself. It's worth it as I'm reviewing and editing video and I just can't stand the sound of my own voice, or the way I look, or the way one of my teeth is kind of crooked and offset, and all this other shit. Like, I've spent my entire life hiding behind the camera to avoid being in front of it. And so you're going to join me on a very new part of my own personal life journey. Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go.